Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to continue with our Friday night League of Subs game, and this game is going to pit the 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks of Elan and EO Sports League against the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates, Strat Delaware. And that's Chris. I put the links for both Chris, aka Strat Delaware, and Elan, aka EO Sports League, below on the page. So check both those fine stations out. A lot of retro gameplay. And we'll go into that a little more as we go on with the game. So let's get to the game here. Again, this is our League of Subs. The teams are chosen by subs of my channel, and the lineups, the pitching order, how they want to play the game. If they are in the chat, they will manage the game. If not, I will manage both teams to the best of my ability with their notes that they have provided. So thank you very much to Chris and Elan. Good luck to you both. So far, victories have gone to Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Check out that wonderful channel. He defeated Mr. Miller, his good friend. In the last game we played, Ken Castro and his 1912 Boston Red Sox defeated the Pittsburgh Pirates of, I believe it's 1909, Beatles Eternally. So, those are the first two games, fun games. And now we move on to this matchup. We have the 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks, once again by Elan. That's EO Sports League sponsor. Will be taking on the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates, and the sponsor for that team is Chris of Strat Delaware. They're playing in Pittsburgh, Three Rivers Stadium. And we have 64 degrees, clear skies, winds 1 mile per hour out to right field, and a light rain this early April day. Let's get to the Arizona Diamondbacks lineup. Batting first, playing shortstop, Tony Womack. Batting second, playing second, will be Jay Bell. Batting third, playing left field, will be Gonzalez. That's Luis Gonzalez. Batting fourth, playing third base, Matt Williams. Batting fifth, playing first base, Mark Grace. Batting sixth, playing right field, Reggie Sanders. Batting seventh, center fielder, Steve Finley. Batting eighth, doing the catching, Damian Miller. Batting ninth and doing the pitching, Kurt Schilling. 2001, the Arizona Diamondbacks would defeat the New York Yankees in the World Series behind Kurt Schilling and Randy Johnson. Walk-off game-winning hit, Gonzalez. Now for the hometown 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates. Leading off, playing center field, Omar Moreno. Batting second, playing third base, Bill Madlock. Batting third, playing right field, Dave Parker. Batting fourth, playing first base, Pops, Willie Stargell. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Phil Gardner. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Bill Robinson. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Tim Foley. Batting eighth, the catcher, Ed Ott. Batting ninth and doing the pitching, Bruce Keeson. So Tony Womack steps to the plate. Left-handed batter to face the right-handed throwing Bruce Keeson. So Bruce Keeson's on the mound. 1979, 13 wins, 7 losses, 3.19 earned run average. Batting average against, 246. He struck out 105, walked 45. Lefties hit him at a 285 clip, righties 212. His battery mate, Ed Ott, average defensive catcher. At the corners in the infield, you have Madlock and Stargell. average and above average. Up the middle, you have Foley at short, Gardner at second. Solid defenders. In left field, Bill Robinson, 6 out of 10 defensive range, very poor arm. Omar Moreno in center, 8 out of 10 defensive range, which is very good and above average arm. And Dave Parker, just absolutely outstanding in right with range and arm, 10 out of 10 for both. So Tony Womack steps to the plate. He's a 9 out of 10 bunter. He batted .266 for the Diamondbacks in 2001. 3 home runs with 30 RBIs. The Pirates will move their corners in to protect against the bunt. So Stargell in at first, Madlock in at third. Womack digs in. Ott sets the target. Here's the pitch by Keeson. Womack swings over to Foley at short. He throws to Stargell for out number 1. Now stepping to the plate for the Diamondbacks, Jay Bell. Batted .248, 13 home runs and 46 runs batted in 2001. Right-handed batter. He digs in. He's ready to grip and rip. Keeson gets the sign from Ott. Here's the pitch to Bell. And he strikes out Bell on the 1-2 count. So there's 2 outs, no one on. And Luis Gonzalez steps to the plate, the power-hitting left fielder for the Diamondbacks. In 2001, .325 batting average, 57 home runs, 142 runs batted in. And off right-handed pitching, .331 batting average. Keeson against lefties, .285. So this is a very difficult matchup for Bruce Keeson. Gonzalez is ready. The windup and the pitch by Keeson. And that ball is sent out to center field. Drops in front of the on-charging Omar Moreno. Gonzalez has a 2-out single. Now stepping to the plate with 2 outs and Gonzalez at first. Stargell holding him on. Gonzalez 4 to 10 base runner. Matt Williams. Arizona's third baseman in 2001, batted .275, 16 home runs, 65 runs batted in. Righty-righty matchup. Williams batted .259 off right-handed pitching. Keeson only gave up a .212 batting average. Keeson nods his head. Here's the pitch to Williams. And that ball is a single to left, and going first to third as the hit and run seem to be on there is Luis Gonzalez. So runners on the corners with 2 outs, and Mark Gray steps to the plate. Diamondback first baseman batted .298, 15 home runs, 78 runs batted in. We have Eric from Higher Ground Gaming in the chat. Thank you very much for joining us in this League of Subs game. Hope all is well. Remember to check out Eric and Mr. Brody. Higher Ground Gaming, excellent channel. Check it out. I sub and so should you. So Mark Gray steps to the plate. Left-handed batter. Keeson in a bit of a pickle here. Pirates looking to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. 2 outs, 2 on. Ed Ott goes through the signs. Keeson's ready. Here's the pitch to Grace. And that ball's ripped deep and gone. That is a 3-run blast to right center. The Diamondbacks take a 3-0 lead. In the words of the late great Phil Rizzuto, holy cow. So Bruce Keeson gets the first 2 outs of the inning, then gives up back-to-back singles. And then a 3-run blast to Mark Grace. 3-0 Diamondbacks. 2 outs, no one on. And here comes Reggie Sanders. Sanders batted .263, 33 home runs and 90 RBIs. .266 off right-handed pitching. Keeson throws the rosin bag to the mound, steps back on the rubber. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Sanders. Sanders sends that ball out to Robinson, who comes in on it and makes the catch. Inning over, but damage done. Arizona scores 3. On the mark, Grace, 2 out, 3-run blast. Go to the bottom of the first, 3-0 Diamondbacks. Due up for the 79 Pirates. Moreno, Madlock, and Parker. If anyone gets on, Pops, Willie Stargell. Let me quickly go to the chat where we have Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. He says hello. He says, I just saw Dave Parker at the Pirates game tonight. I guess he's batting. Oh, he's battling Parkinson's currently. Oh, well, we wish him the best. Wish him the best. Greg Garecki's in the chat. Hello, Greg. Hope all is well. Good friend from the north. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, bloody sock. That is correct. Kurt Schilling's on the mound for the Diamondbacks. So let's go through the Diamondbacks defense. You have Kurt Schilling doing the pitching. 22 wins, 6 losses, 2.98 earned run average. Batting average against 245. Struck out 293, walked 39. Left-handers batted 248 off of him. Right-handers 242. His battery mate, Damian Miller. A very good defensive catcher with an average arm. Then at the corners you have Matt Williams at third, Mark Grace at first. Williams below average, Grace 7 out of 10. So he's solid defensive range there. Up the middle, not too good with Womack and Bell. They're very poor when it comes to range, so there'll be some ground balls squeezing past them. In left you have Luis Gonzalez, 8 out of 10 range, average arm 5 out of 10. Finley 7 out of 10 range with a 5 out of 10 arm. And then Sanders 5 out of 10 range with an above average arm. At the plate for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Omar Moreno 10 out of 10 bunter. Diamondbacks will respect that and play their corners in. So Williams in at third, Grace in at first. Moreno, left-handed batter to face the right-handed throwing Schilling. Moreno batted 279 off right-handed pitching. Miller goes through the signs, sets the target. Here's the pitch by Schilling. And Moreno pops that ball up in foul territory, and making the catch is Mark Grace for the first out here in the bottom of the first. And here comes Bill Madlock. 8 out of 10 bunter, but this time with 1 out, the Diamondbacks will keep the infield normal. Matlock batted .328 in 1979, 7 home runs and 44 runs batted in off right-handed pitching, .335. Schilling rocks and fires. Matlock swings, and that is a single right back up the middle. So Bill Matlock is on. Holding him on is Grace. Dave Parker comes to the plate. Matlock has a 75% chance of stealing second. Schilling keeping an eye on Matlock. There's the pitch. Matlock goes, and he slides in safely. He steals second base. Miller's throw was a little late. Womack applied the tag, but to no avail. Bill Matlock's in scoring position with 1 out. The count on Parker is 1 ball, no strikes. Left-handed batter. Parker batted .310 in 1979. 25 home runs, 94 runs driven in. Off right-handed pitching, .317. 1 swing of the bat by Parker. Pirates will be only down 1 run. He's ready to grip and rip. Miller sets the target. Here's the pitch by Schilling. That ball goes deep, but Sanders is there. He makes a diving catch near the right field foul line in the corner. Pops up, throws back to the cutoff man, and tagging up and going to third is Bill Matlock with 2 outs. And here comes Pops, Willie Stargell, another left-handed batter. Chance to knock in a run here for the Pirates. Creep them closer to the Diamondbacks. 2 outs, runner at third. Stargell batted .281. 32 home runs, 82 runs batted in. Pops would love to get a hold of one here. Schilling toes the rubber. Miller puts the target up. Schilling nods his head. Here's the pitch to Stargell. And he strikes out! Inning over. They strand Matlock at third. We go to the top of the second, 3-0 Diamondbacks. Due up for Arizona, Finley, Miller, and Schilling. Steve Finley batted .275, 14 home runs, 73 runs batted in. Take care, Greg Gorecki. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hope you enjoy your company. And tell them we send them well wishes from Al Red Sox fan and the YouTube family. Finley batted .285 off right-handed pitching. Keeson toes the rubber. He sets and delivers. Finley swings, grounds it to Gardner, goes to Stargell. Out number 1. Pittsburgh fans applaud that effort. 1 out, no one on. Damian Miller steps to the plate, right-handed batting catcher. .271, 13 home runs, 47 runs driven in. Off right-handed pitching, .264. Keeson works quickly. Here's the pitch to Miller. That ball goes out to Omar Moreno, who makes the running catch in left center field. Great range showed by Moreno there. So there's 2 up, 2 down, and the pitcher Kurt Schilling stepped to the plate. Schilling batted .133 with 1 RBI in 2001. Keeson to his counterpart. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Stargell. Flips to Keeson, covering the bag. And Keeson drops the ball. Oh my God. Schilling reaches on the air by Bruce Keeson. So what looked to be a 1-2-3 inning here at Three Rivers Stadium is not. Schilling keeps the inning alive on the Keeson error. Top of the order now. Tony Womack, he's 0 for 1 today. Grounded to short. Keeson throws over. Schilling gets back. Stargell holding him on. Womack's ready. Outsets the target. The windup and the pitch. Womack swings, sends a deep fly ball to Omar Moreno, dead center field. He catches it right at the wall, inning over. So Womack gave it a ride, but it's just a long out. We go to the bottom of the second. The 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks 3, the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates nothing. 2 up for the Pirates. Gardner, Robinson, and Foley. Let me quickly jump to the chat. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, I've been looking over how to play Hoop Nuts. Looks really interesting and fun. Well, we look forward to that video. Remember to check out Eric and Mr. Brody on Higher Ground Gaming. He's just bought a series of board sports games, dice games, card games, and he's currently checking out Hoop Nuts. He also has the hockey game for that brand, which I always mess up the name. It's Hockey Nuts or something like that. And I give Eric lots of credit to be playing those games on. They're very, especially when you're just learning the game, and he's going through it, showing how the game's played. He's learning, you're learning along with Eric, and they're really fun videos. Hats off to Eric and Tabletop Baseball and Stratomatic Delaware and baseball demos and everybody else who does the card and dice thing. It's more difficult than you think. I have trouble and I use the computer. So hats off to those guys, God bless. And also check out Greg J, a channel I discovered, it was there, I came across a little while back, and he's a big Detroit Tigers fan, and I recommend that channel also. That's Greg J. Does a lot of Stratomatic Baseball PC and Action PC Baseball. Fun channel. Currently has the 68 Tigers against the 89 Oakland Athletics in his tournament championship best out of 7. Recommend that quickly. Ice Nuts. Thank you very much, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. So here we go. Bottom of the second. Here comes Phil Gardner. Pirates second baseman batted .293. 11 home runs, 59 runs batted in. Schilling toes the rubber, peers in at Miller, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Gardner. Gardner grounds that ball into left field past the lunge of Williams. A leadoff single for Phil Gardner. Here's Bill Robinson at the plate now. looking at the notes that Chris from Strat Delaware gave me. Okay, so Robinson 5 out of 10 hit and run. Gardner's at first, 7 out of 10 base running ability, held on by Mark Grace. Diamondbacks would love to turn 2 here. Robinson digs in. Schilling's ready. Here's the pitch to Robinson. And that ball goes deep to Gonzalez in the left field corner, and he makes a leaping catch for the out. Gardner bluffs the tag, but goes back to first. Hello, Ken Castro. How you doing, my friend? So 1 out, 1 on, and here comes Tim Foley. Foley batted .291, 1 home run, 65 runs batted in. On deck is the catcher, Ott. Foley 10 out of 10 with hit and run. Schilling gets a sign. He sets and delivers. We're going to play a little hit and run here with Gardner at first. Hit and run's on, and it's a foul. Oh, so he fouls the ball back to the screen. The count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gardner still at first. 1 out. Grace holding him on. Foley steps back into the batter's box. Schilling toes the rubber. Looks in at Miller. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Foley. And that ball's popped up into foul territory and out of play. Matt Williams gave it a look but ran out of territory. So the count's again 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 out. Foley and Schilling hit the reset button. Miller sets the target. Here's the pitch to Tim Foley, and he grounds at the Grace, who bobbles the ball, and reaching safely on the error by Mark Grace is Tim Foley. So runners at first and second with 1 out. Tying run comes to the plate. Ed Ott, Pirate catcher, left-handed batter. .273 batting average, 7 home runs, and 51 runs batted in. On deck, Bruce Keeson. Miller goes out to have a word with Schilling. He nods his head, cracks a smile. Miller goes back behind the plate. Womack and Bell for the Diamondbacks. Pinch in the middle, looking to turn 2. Schilling rocks and fires. Ott swings, grounds it to Schilling. Only plays the first, and they get the out there. So there's 2 outs. Advancing to second and third are Foley and Gardner. And here comes Bruce Keeson. Pirates fans clapping and stomping away. Keeson represents a tying run. The pitcher batted .145, 1 home run and 6 RBIs. He'd love to send one out of Three Rivers Stadium and tie this ball game up and help his own cause. Keeson steps to the plate. The windup and the pitch by Kurt Schilling. And he strikes out Keeson, inning over. Pirates strand 2. We go to the top of the third. Diamondbacks 3, Pittsburgh nothing. 2 up for Arizona. Bell, Gonzalez, and Williams. If anyone gets on, Grace. Let me go to the chat. We have Ken Castro on the chat, as I stated earlier. He says everything's good there. Excellent. Love to hear that. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, I just found a video how to play inside pitch board game from a guy named DJ Johnson. Goes over the gameplay of inside pitch cards and dice version. Excellent. So Jay Bell comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Bruce Keeson back out on the mound. He's thrown 41 pitches. He's given up 3 runs. Ott sets the target. Here's the pitch to Bell. And Bell grounds to Gardner over the start for 1 out. Pirates fans get excited about that. And here comes Luis Gonzalez. He's 1 for 1. He singled in the first inning. He scored on the Mark Grace 3-run blast. Keeson wants Ott to go through the signals again. Now he nods his head. Here's the pitch to Gonzo. And Gonzo goes the other way. He rips a single to left. Past Madlock. So a 1-out single. Gonzo is now 2 for 2. How do you do? He'll be held on by Willie Stargell. 4 out of 10 base running ability. Here comes Matt Williams. Matt Williams is 1 for 1. He singled in the first. He also scored on the Mark Grace home run. after Keeson got the first 2 outs and top of the first. 1 out. Foley and Gardner pinch the middle, double play Peps. Righty-righty matchup. The windup and the pitch by Keeson. Williams swings, sends a deep fly ball out to Moreno. He makes the catch and quickly fires it back in towards the infield. Gonzalez back to first, so there's 2 outs now. And here comes Mark Grace, 1 for 1. He had that 3-run blast with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, thus the 3-0 lead. Ott goes through the signs. Keeson nods his head. Ott sets the target. Here's the pitch to Mark Grace. And he sends that ball into shallow left center. Moreno makes the catch. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Arizona. Due up for the Pirates, the top of the order. Moreno, Madlock, and Parker. If anyone gets on, Pop Stargell. Go to the chat quickly. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Remember to check out Higher Ground Gaming with Eric and Mr. Brody. Excellent sports retro play on that station. This is my 1905 Giants game today, mirrored the Red Sox game tonight. Errors everywhere. LOL. I know the Red Sox are awful tonight. I actually shut the game off. I never do that. Playing like the Bad News Bears, my beloved Red Sox tonight. Omar Moreno, 0 for 1. Popped to first in the first inning. Again, they're going to have to respect his bunting ability. Corners move in for the Diamondbacks. Williams in at third, Grayson at first. Schilling rocks and fires. Moreno singles into left center field. So Omar Moreno's on leadoff single. 10 out of 10 base running ability. 85% chance of stealing. Second base brings up Bill Madlock, who's 1 for 1. Singled up the middle in the first. Here's the pitch. There goes Moreno. The throw down. It goes into center field. Moreno gets up and goes to third. So a throwing error by Damian Miller. And the Pirates are in business here as the fans chant charge. Madlock at the plate that counts no balls, 1 strike. Singled, as I stated, in the first inning. Chance to knock in Moreno from third. Schilling nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Bill Madlock. And that's a grounder to Womack. We have an 100% chance Moreno to be safe at home. We're going to say yes. And the Diamondbacks will throw to first. And the run scores. Womack goes to first. They get Madlock for the first out of the inning, but the Pirates are on the board. It's now 3-1. Pittsburgh trails by 2. So Dave Parker comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Left-handed power hitter, right fielder. Fly deep down the right field line. Sanders made a diving catch, and Madlock ended up tagging from second, going to third. Sanders robbed Parker of extra bases and an RBI most likely. Miller sets the target. Here's the pitch to Parker. Parker swings, sends that ball out to deep right center. Sanders makes the running catch for out number 2. 2 outs, no one on, and here comes Pops. Willie Stargell, 0 for 1. Struck out in the first with runners in scoring position. Left-handed batter, Stargell had 32 home runs in 1979. Schilling works quickly. Here's the pitch. And Pops strikes out again, inning over. We go to the top of the fourth. The Pirates get on the board. The Diamondbacks 3, Pirates 1. Due up for Arizona. Sanders, Finley, and Miller. Reggie Sanders 0 for 1. He flew to shallow left center in the first inning. Keeson toes the rubber. Looks in at Ott. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Sanders. That's a ground ball into left field. A leadoff single for Sanders. 7 out of 10 base running ability. 23% chance of stealing second. Stargell to hold him on. Here comes Steve Finley. Finley's 0 for 1. Grounded to second. 7 out of 10 hit and run. Keeson looks over at first. Stargell holding Sanders on. Now he looks in at Ott. Sets and delivers. Hit and run on with Finley. 7 out of 10 hit and run. He grounds that ball past Foley, and going first to third is Sanders. So the hit and run worked to perfection. The left-handed batting Finley, excuse me. So Foley is going to go cover the bag when he sees Sanders going, and Finley hit it to the vacated spot. Diamondbacks in business here. Runners on the corners, no outs, and here comes Damian Miller, 0 for 1. Arizona's catcher. He flew deep to left center. If he does that again, Sanders will score from third. Pirates want to turn 2. They'll give up a run. It's only the 4th inning. They're down 2. Thiessen rocks and fires to Miller. That ball goes deep and foul. Left field side. Counts now no balls, 2 strikes. Ott sets the target. Here's the pitch by Thiessen. That ball's popped up, foul territory. Stargell reaches into the stands, but can't make the play. Good effort by Pops. Again, Miller hanging tough. No balls, 2 strikes. Miller steps back in the batter's box. Thiessen toes the rubber. He sets and delivers. And that ball sent deep and caught by Omar Moreno. He makes a leaping catch at the wall, tagging up and scoring. From third is Sanders, and it's now 4 to 1. Diamondbacks retreating back to first base is Finley. Here comes Curt Schilling. Diamondbacks to move they're going to move their Madlock in. So actually, we're going to move both corners in. So Madlock in at third, Stargell in at first. Schilling's going to bunt. Here's the pitch. Puts the bunt down. Ott picks it up. Goes to second with a risky play, but not in time. Oh, wow. And they're going to give an error on Ott. So Ott tried to gun down the lead runner, Finley, instead of getting the sure second out at first, and he paid the price. That's an E2. So first and second, top of the order, 4 to 1 Diamondbacks. Womack steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Thiessen wants to induce a double play ball here and get out of the inning. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Womack. And he rips a line drive to Foley, who quickly fires over to Stargell at first. They get the double play they wanted. Inning over. Nice play by Tim Foley, flashing the leather and quickly firing a strike to Willie Stargell. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 4 to 1 Diamondbacks due up for the Pirates. Gardner, Robinson, and Foley. If anyone gets on, the catcher will head Ott. Gardner 1 for 1. He singled in the second. The windup and the pitch by Curt Schilling. And he strikes out Gardner. Big swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the high heat on the 0-2 count. 1 out. Here comes Bill Robinson. Robinson 0 for 1 today, the right-handed batting left fielder. He flew to left. Miller sets the target. Here's the pitch to Robinson. And that is a line out to Womack at short. Great reaction by Womack, robbing Robinson of a hit. So 2 outs, no one on. The shortstop, Tim Foley, who flashed the leather in the top of the inning. He reached on an error on the ground ball to Grace in the second. Needs to get on to extend this inning. Schilling nods his head. Here's the pitch to Foley. And that is a single past the lunge of Jay Bell. So Foley extends the inning. 5 out of 10 base runner. 65% chance of stealing second. Grace will hold him on, and here comes Ed Ott. Ott 0 for 1. If you're thinking home run to pull the Pirates to within 1, Ott had 7 home runs in 1979. Schilling toes the rubber, looks over at Grace, holding Foley on. Now looks in at Miller. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ott goes down on strikes. Inning over. We go to the top of the fifth. The 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks 4. The 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates 1. Eric from Higher Ground Gaming says, the former wrestler. He looks like a wrestler. Due up for the Diamondbacks, Bell, Gonzalez, and Williams. Jay Bell 0 for 2. Keeson up to 74 pitches. He's good for 120. He'll be leading off the bottom of the inning. The windup and the pitch to Bell. That ball goes deep and gone as Robinson just turns and looks as Bell turns on that Keeson pitch and sends it out to straight out left field. 5-1 Diamondbacks. There's been a power surge here at Three Rivers Stadium, and it's not to the liking of the Pirates fans because it's the Diamondbacks. That Rattler has struck and struck often. And here comes Luis Gonzalez, 2 for 2 today. Singled in the first and third. Remember, Gonzalez had 57 home runs in 2001. Pittsburgh starts to get some bullpen action up. Now Keeson's ready. Here's the pitch to Gonzo. And that ball goes deep, but Moreno makes the catch right at the wall. So Keeson's been getting hard. Been getting hit hard, excuse me. So there's one out, no one on. 5-1 Diamondbacks. Matt Williams comes to the plate. Williams 1 for 2. Singled in the first, flew to center in the third. Ott sets the target. Here's the pitch to Williams. That ball goes out to Parker. He makes the running catch right in front of the wall and right. So that's a second out. Mark Gray steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2. His one hit, a 3-run blast in the first. Keeson gets the sign from Ott. Here's the pitch to Grace. And Grace works a walk. And that's it. Something happened. Keeson has a sore arm and he's gone. The trainer is taking him out, as it states. Ball off the corner. It will be ball 4. Keeson is leaving with a sore arm, so there's an injury there. And we're going to have to go to the pen. And let me bring up Stratomatic Delaware's strategy, which I shut down and I have to find again. Oh, here it is, right here. What day was that? 8/11. Back down here. There it is. Alright. Mop up. Whitson. 5-1. Does Stratomatic Delaware consider 5-1 mop up? Long hook, middle relief. Well, I'm gonna go with Whitson. He's down 4. I'm not necessarily gonna play this as mop up, but I'm gonna go with Whitson. He's not actually Ed Whitson, not bad at all. Oh boy, do we want to go double switch here though? I'd have to take the catcher out. I don't really want to take Ott out. Alright, we're just going to put Whitson in the 9 spot. We'll go from there. So Whitson steps to the mound, right-handed thrower. Ed Whitson, 1979, 2 wins, 3 losses, 1 save, earned run average 4.37, struck out 31, walked 36. That's a bit troublesome. Batting average against 238. Left-handers batted 253, right-handers 227. Grace at first with 2 outs. 5-1 Diamondbacks. Heason left with a sore arm. And Reggie Sanders comes to plate. He's 1 for 2. Flew out in the first and singled in the fourth. Ott goes out to have a word with Whitson, excuse me. Now back behind the plate. Sets the target. Here's the pitch to Reggie Sanders. That ball goes deep and gone, and Whitson is met with a fine how do you do. That's a 2-run blast by Reggie Sanders, and now this game probably is officially out of hand. Wow. Now 7-1 Diamondbacks as the power surge continues. There's a new power company in town, and they're called the 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks. Whitson throws the rosin bag down to the mound, steps back on the mound to face Finley. Steve Finley 1 for 2. Grounded out in the second, single in the fourth. 2 outs, 7-1 Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch by Whitson. Grounder to Starja, flips to Whitson, covering the back, inning over, but tremendous damage done. The Diamondbacks once again put a 3-spot on the board like they did in the top of the first. It's now 7-1 Arizona, due up for the 79 Pirates. Ed Whitson, Omar Moreno, and Bill Madlock. The question is, down by 6, do I pinch hit for the pitcher and then use up the bullpen? See who we have on our bench here. Mike Easler, Milner, Delware, Lacey, Seguin, the catcher. I could have went double switch, but Seguin, 360 batting average off righties. Stinnett, Tavares, Alexander. So we got some good bench players here. I gotta pinch hit. I can't stick with Whitson. Oh no, Ken Castro's playing the game. He goes lost the no-no. Leadoff double by Elvis Andrus. 8th inning. Ouch. Sorry about that, Ken. So we're gonna pitch it for Winston. For Whitson. I keep calling him Winston. And we're gonna go with Mike Easler. I want to save Milner. A better situation. Though Chris from Strat, Delaware says, let me look at his notes here. Milner. Alright, I'm gonna go with Milner. So Milner will pinch hit. Here comes John Milner, 1979, 276 batting average, 16 home runs, 60 RBIs. He batted .291 off right-handed pitching, left-handed batter. Pirates need base runners. They're down 5. The windup and the pitch by Kurt Schilling. Milner strikes out, goes down swinging. Cut fastball gets him. So there's 1 out, top of the order. Omar Moreno, 1 for 2. Popped out in the first, single in the third. Left-handed batter. Diamondbacks move their corners in. Williams in at third, Grayson at first. Here's the pitch to Moreno, and he singles into right. A 1-out single. Bill Madlock comes to the plate. Moreno, 88% chance of stealing second. Here's the pitch. He's off and running. There's a throw down, and they get him this time. Damian Miller gets him. So down 6. We rolled the dice to put Moreno in scoring position, and ouch, he is out. 2 outs, no one on for Matlock now. The count's no balls, 1 strike. Miller sets the target. Here's the pitch to Bill Matlock, and that is a ball hit to Williams, who bobbles it and throws, but they just get him at first. Nice stretch by Grace. It was a strong throw after the bobble. Inning over. We go to the top of the 6th. Arizona 7, Pittsburgh of 1979 1. Due up for the Diamondbacks. Miller, Schilling, and the top of the order, Womack. We have to go to a new pitcher once again. And who shall we go to now? Roberts. Take any of those guys out, so Roberts will come in to pitch. Hopefully you can get him through the 6th and the 7th here. He'll face Damian Miller. Roberts, a left-handed thrower. 5 wins, 2 losses, 1 save. 3.26 earned run average. 318 batting average against. Struck out 15, walked 12. Righties batted a whopping 361. Lefties 235. And we have a right-handed batter up now. We're going to try the pitch around and see if we can get Damian Miller to chase. The windup and the pitch to Miller. And he doesn't. He walks. Okay, that didn't work. So we have Curt Schilling up now. Going to move the corners in. Schilling most likely will bunt. Miller at first, no outs. The windup and the pitch by Roberts. Schilling squares the bunt, he puts it down. Roberts goes for the sure out on the wheel play. Gardner covering first. There's 1 out. Miller advances in the scoring position. Top of the order, Tony Womack, 0 for 3. Lefty-lefty matchup. Ott sets the target. Here's the pitch by Roberts. Womack strikes out. As he looks at strike 3, there's the bench over there. 2 outs. Miller at second. Here comes Jay Bell, 1 for 3. Again, Roberts struggles against right-handed batters. Bell struck out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd, and hit a solo home run in the 5th. On deck is the lefty Gonzalez. Do we walk a 248 hitter to face Gonzalez, who's a lefty? No. Roberts peers in at Ott. Nods his head. Here's the pitch to Bell. That ball is grounded past Gardner. Parker puts a charge on. He'll throw to the plate. There's a throw to the plate, and Parker nails him. Inning over. Arizona fails to score. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 7-1. And coming to the plate, the man who threw out Miller, Dave Parker. Can that rev up the Pittsburgh Pirates to get their bats going? Parker 0 for 2. Schilling still is strong. 81 pitches, he's good for 115. Here's the pitch to Parker. And he singles up the middle, so a leadoff single by Dave Parker. Down 6, he's staying put. Grace to hold him on. Willie Stargell 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Stargell wants some revenge on Curt Schilling. Schilling nods his head. Here's the pitch to Pops. And he sends that deep to right field and gone! Willie Stargell gets his revenge on Curt Schilling. It's now 7-3. Pirates to within 4. of the lead. And here comes Phil Gardner, 1 for 2. Singled in the second, struck out in the fourth. Pirates fans getting perked up here at the stadium. Schilling is upset with himself. He dropped a few colorful adjectives. Steps back up on the mound. The windup and the pitch to Gardner. And Gardner lines that foul to the left. Counts now no balls, 2 strikes. Gardner steps back in the batter's box. Schilling kicks and fires. And he strikes out Gardner. Big swing and a miss on the... Again, it looked like a really hard cut fastball. 1 out. And here comes Bill Robinson, right-handed batter, left fielder. He's 0 for 2 today. He has flown out in the second and then lined to short in the fourth. Schilling seems determined to get these next 2 outs, maintain a 4-run lead here. Stargell homered earlier in the inning to pull the Pirates to within 4 with his 2-run shot. Here's the pitch to Robinson. Robinson smashes it to Womack off his glove, and that will be an E6. Robinson reaches. 7 out of 10 base runner. 92% chance of stealing second base. Down 4. Here's the pitch. Robinson's off with the pitch. A throw down, and he's safe. He beats the Miller throw. He's in scoring position. The count on Foley's 1 ball, no strikes. Foley 1 for 2. Reached on an error in the second and singled in the fourth. Big opportunity here. Foley only had 1 home run with his .291 batting average in 1979 to go along with his 65 RBI. Schilling rocks and fires. Foley swings, grounds it to Matt Williams, who throws the Grace for out number 2. Robinson has to hold that second. 2 outs, and here comes Ed Ott. He's 0 for 2, the catcher. Ott 7 home runs in 1979. Righty-lefty matchup. Schilling gave up a .248 batting average against left-handed batters. Ott against righties batted .276. Miller sets the target. Here's the pitch to Ott. That ball goes out to Finley in left center field, and he makes an excellent running catch, inning over. But Pirates scored 2 on the Willie Stargell blast. We go to the top of the 7th. Arizona 7, Pittsburgh 3. Due up for the Diamondbacks, Gonzalez, Williams, and Grace. If anyone gets on, Sanders still out on the mound. Roberts. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Gonzo 2 for 3. Singled in the first, singled in the third, and fly deep to center in the 5th. Roberts nods his head. Here's the pitch to Gonzo. Grounder to Gardner, over to Stargell. Out number 1, Matt Williams, 1 for 3. Arizona third baseman singled in the first, flew to center in the third, and flew down the right field line in the 5th. The windup and the pitch by Roberts. Williams swings, grounds it to Madlock, over to Stargell. Pops with a nice stretch. 2 up, 2 down. Dangerous batter, Mark Grace, 1 for 2 today. He had a 3-run blast in the first to give Arizona a quick 3-0 lead. Flew out in the third and walked in the 5th. That was Bruce Keeson's last batter as he left the game injured. Lefty-lefty matchup. Roberts looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch to Grace. And Grace singles to left center field. So no 1-2-3 inning for Roberts. Grace is on. With 2 outs, Stargell to hold him on, and here comes Reggie Sanders. Diamondbacks right fielder is 2 for 3. Flied out in the first, singled in the fourth, and then hit a 2-run blast in the 5th to make it 7-1 Arizona at the time. Since then, the Pirates have scored 2 more on the Stargell home run in the bottom of the 6th. 7-3, 2 outs, runner at first. The windup and the pitch to Sanders. Sanders grounds it to Foley, and he boots it. So Sanders reaches on the E6. Inning should be over, but it's not. And here comes Steve Finley, left-handed batter, 1 for 3. Grounded out in the second, singled in the fourth, and then grounded out in the fifth. Lefty-lefty matchup. Roberts up to 33 pitches. He's good for 85. Ott sets the target. Here's the pitch to Finley. That's a line out. A great catch by Foley. Goes high up in the air, robbing Finley of a hit and an RBI. So Foley makes up for his error. We go to the bottom of the seventh, 7-3. Diamondbacks due up for the Pirates. The pitcher, Roberts. In the top of the order, Moreno and Madlock. Roberts has done his job to an extent. So Bruce Keeson went 4 2/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 home runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Ed Whitson, a third of an inning, 1 hit, 1 run. It was a home run. Roberts actually 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. So Roberts did do his job. Schilling so far 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 home run, no walks. He struck out 7. And here comes a pinch hitter. We're going to go with Manny Seguin. Batted 360 off right-handers. Need a base runner. Manny Seguin will come in to pinch hit. We quickly jump to the chat here. Ken Castro says, Eric, in 50 years of baseball gaming, I think I've had about 10 to 15 maybe. Ken Castro. Last one I had was last November with HMB, History Maker Baseball. And here's Strat, Delaware. I've been doing my best, my friend, managing your Pittsburgh Pirates, who are down 7-3. The Diamondbacks have had quite a power surge, Chris. So Schilling's up to 102 pitches, good for 115. Manny Seguin to pinch hit. We've already used John Milner. Roberts did his job in his 2 innings that he pitched. Keeson had a tough outing, got hammered. The windup and the pitch to Seguin. And that ball goes deep to right field, but Sanders is there to make the catch in the corner, out number 1. Omar Moreno's 2 for 3 today. Popped out to first, and since then singled in the 3rd and 5th. He also has, I believe, 2 stolen bases. Again, they'll have to respect his bunting ability. Diamondbacks to move their corners in. So Moreno has an opportunity to knock the ball by them. The windup and the pitch by Schilling. And Moreno strikes out. Cutter down in the dirt. Swings on the 0-2 count. So 2 outs, no one on. Bill Madlock, 1 for 3. Singled in the first. Grounded to short in the 3rd, but he got an RBI when Moreno scored from 3rd and grounded out in the 5th. Needs to get on to extend this inning. Diamondbacks 7, Pirates 3, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Damian Miller sets the target. Here's the pitch to Bill Madlock. That's a grounder to Bell, over to Grace, inning over. We go to the top of the 8th, and we have to go to our pen once again. And now Strat, Delaware is in the chat, so I shall let him pick his pitcher. Bring the bullpen screen up for him. Bear with me a moment. Romo. Okay. It's going with Romo. Thank you, Chris. Enrique Romo to come in. I don't think he'll be double switching any of those players out, so you want Romo to bat ninth? I would assume you're not going to take out Madlock. So Romo, we're going to bat ninth. Alright, back to the game. As Chris says, yep, ninth. And here comes Enrique Romo. Look at that hair. 10 wins, 5 losses, 5 saves, 2.99 ERA, 253 batting average against. Struck out 106, walked 43. Lefties hit at a 270 clip off him, righties 240. And Damian Miller at the plate. So Chris, are we pitching away, my friend? Damian Miller? We have Chris from Stratomatic Delaware. Remember to check out his channel at Stratomatic Delaware. And I'm asking him, I'm assuming he's going to want to pitch away. I mean pitch, you know, just pitch normally to Miller. Yep. The windup and the pitch from Romo. Here's a swing by Miller. That is off the wall. He just missed a home run. That's a leadoff double. My God. They're going to be... The Diamondbacks should change their name to the Power Company. They've been crushing Pittsburgh pitching. Kurt Schilling steps to the plate. You want to play your corners in? Oops. Chris says oops in the chat from Stratomatic Delaware. As we wait to see if he wants to play Schilling 10 out of 10 bunter, he's going to be bunting. We're waiting to see... Back and go. Okay, play the infield normal. Is that what back and go means? I'm going to think that's play the infield normal. Romo gets the sign from Ott. Here's the pitch to Schilling. They put the bunt down. And they go to first for the out. Advancing to third is Miller. And Tony Womack steps to the plate. He's 0 for 4. You want to move the infield in, Christopher. 7-3. Top of the 8th, 1 out. Miller at third. Womack at the plate. Normal. Okay, infield normal. Let's see if Romo can get a strikeout here. Womack's ready to grip and rip. Ott sets the target. The windup and the pitch to Womack. That's a grounder to Stargell. And I'll just read it out to you. Actually, I'll bring up the a new window. We have an option here. I'm going to be sending Miller home. I have an 80% chance, so I'm going to say yes. And again, I'm playing for Elan, EO Sports League. He set the lineup and the pitching rotation. I said yes. Why? I said yes. What happened there? That was weird. It should then switch to yellow, and you should have the option to go to first. Why did it stay? That was weird. The run score is 8-3. That should have switched to Pittsburgh, and then it should have been the option of Pittsburgh. Do you want to play to first? All right, 1 out. Womack at first. Bell at the plate, 2 for 4. Pittsburgh needs a double play here to end this inning. I assume that Chris from Strat, Delaware wants to play normal. Romo gets the sign from Ott. Here's the pitch to Bell. Grounder past Gardner. Why is this freaking out now? Oh, wonderful technical difficulties with the game. As we have a yes, and that's it. Let's just close the box and see what happens. It's not going to let me close the box. Well, I'm going to have to click on yes. I don't know what that means. Yes. And now we have the other thing with nothing showing. I'm just going to click somewhere. Alright, so first and third. As the box did not show, I had no clue. So runners on the corners. Gotta love when a game freaks out like that. Let's move that. Alright. I think we have taken care of the technical difficulties. One out, runners on the corner, 8-3. Diamondbacks. Gonzalez steps to the plate. He's 2 for 4. As Chris says, "Don't." No, it's not your fault, Chris. So we got runners on the corners. Gonzalez at the plate, 2 for 4. Gonzalez batted .331 off right-handed pitching. Romo gave up a .270 batting average. Do you want to go with anyone in the pen? He says, do it. Alright, we're going to do it then. Alright, come on, let's turn 2 for Chris here. Romo nods his head. Here's the windup and the pitch to Gonzalez. He sends that ball out and Foley makes an unbelievable catch in the outfield running. His back turned towards the infield, makes a Willie Mays catch, and now it says, and I'm not bringing up the second screen because that just freaked out last time. I'm going to read this out. Arizona send Womack home. 91% chance of being safe. I'm going to click yes. Now when I click yes, well, let's try this again. Well, I'm going to try to bring this screen up again, and hopefully it doesn't freak out. Okay, so let's bring this screen down, and I want to show everyone. Okay, so I'm going to say yes. I'm playing for Elan. It's 91% chance of being safe. Of course you're going to say yes. When I click yes, another box should come up and give me the option what Foley wants to do, and I can ask Chris. And Chris says, do not throw home. Okay. So I'm going to click yes. Okay, see, that's what should have happened the other time, and it stayed. That was weird. It freaked out. And we're not throwing home. So another run scores. It's 9-3, 2 outs. I gotta bring that box down though. Okay. So another run scored. 9-3. 2 outs. Bell at first, and Matt Williams steps to the plate. 1 for 4. Singled in the first, since then flew out in the third, flew out in the fifth, and grounded out in the seventh. The windup and the pitch by Romo. Williams strikes out, and mercifully the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Pittsburgh trails by 6. The 2001 Diamondbacks 9. The 79 Pirates 3. Oh, he said walk 'em. I got him out. So Parker comes up. He's 1 for 3. Schilling, 113 pitches. Good for 115. Says might be tiring. Let's get the mound visit. He says he's tired. Alright. Let's go to Elan's notes. He doesn't give me who he wants to bring in, so I will make an educated guess here. Bun Young Kim. We're gonna go with him. Might as well use him. We're up 6. No, we're gonna use him. We're gonna use him. Oh, Matt Manti. Ooh, he's horrible against lefties. No, we're gonna go with Bun Young Kim. Let's win today. Worry about tomorrow. Here comes Kim. Kim's done with his warm-up tosses. Parker 1 for 3. I take it we're swinging away. Miller sets the target. Here's the windup and the pitch to Parker. And Parker hits a line shot towards Finley. The screen has popped up. I'm not bringing it back up. I'll just read it. It says Arizona. Finley can dive. 51% chance we're going to say yes. And he makes the diving catch, robbing Parker of a double. So Finley goes out and gets it. Here comes Pops. Willie Stargell, 1 for 3. Struck out in the first and third, but got his revenge on Schilling in the 6th. A 2-run homer to pull the Pirates to within 4 at the time, 7-3. Pops is a go, says Chris from Strat, Delaware. Remember to check out Strat, Delaware. Great channel. He has his Bill Mazeroski challenge where he put together a team to face the 1960 Pirates of some all-time Yankee greats. And he goes from the 1921 season to the, I think it went to the 66 season you go up to. He picks a team. It's very fun. First game's up on his channel. I recommend it. Especially if you're a Yankee fan. Get your revenge on Bill Mazeroski. Maybe. Kim's ready. Here's the pitch to Stargell. And Stargell sends that out to right field. Sanders makes the running catch going towards the line for out number 2. Phil Gardner steps to the plate. Gardner's 1 for 3 today. Singled in the 2nd, since then struck out in the 4th and the 6th. I think we're just going to swing away here. Gardner needs to get on base. Miller sets the target. Scraps is a go, says Chris. The windup and the pitch by Kim. Gardner swings and grounds that ball into right center. A 2-out single. Pirates not going down without a fight. 7 out of 10 base running ability. Grace to hold him on and stepping to the plate. Bill Robinson, he's 0 for 3. Robinson struggled against right-handed batting. 217. What do you want to do, my friend? Put your bench up here. I've clicked over to the bench, upper right-hand corner. Robinson's 0 for 3, and he only batted .217 off right-handed pitching in 1979. Bill, let him rip it. Okay, Bill Robinson's going to swing away here. Strat Delaware has made the call. 2 outs, runner at first, Grace holding on Gardner. The windup and the pitch by Kim. And he strikes out Robinson to end the inning. We go to the top of the 9th. 9-3. Grace steps to the plate. He's 2 for 3. 3-run blast in the first, fly deep to left center in the third, walked in the 5th. That's when Bruce Keeson got injured. And singled to left center in the 7th. I assume we're pitching away to Grace. I shall wait for Strat Delaware to answer. Pitch. Romo rocks and fires. Grace walks, and Ott was not happy with that call. He has some words with the umpire. He says, you got to call it the same way, Blue, the same way. Sip of coffee here. Grace is on first. Stargell will hold him on. Here comes Reggie Sanders, 2 for 4. Flied out in the first, singled in the 4th, 2-run homer in the 5th. And reached on an error in the 7th. Ott sets the target. Here's the pitch to Sanders. Pirates looking for a double play ball, and he walks him. And again, Ott has words with the umpire. Unbelievable. Romo's up to 33 pitches. He's good for 50. It's been a struggle now for Romo here in the top of the 9th. And no, this isn't Tony Romer. Bibby in the pen. Okay, we're going to go to the pen here. Jim Bibby. You want a double switch? Robinson out? We already used Milner. You want to put Easler in left? He's not that good though. Oh, we got Lee Lacy. But he only hits 190 off righties. No, okay. So Bibby's coming in. He'll bat 9th. 2 on, no outs. Bibby to face Finley. Jim Bibby, 12 wins, 4 losses, 2.81 earned run average, 103 strikeouts, 47 base on balls, batting average against 218. Lefties hit 228 off him, righties 211. Here's the pitch to Finley. And he strikes him out! So 1 out, 2 on. Damian Miller steps to the plate. Diamondbacks catcher 1 for 2. His only hit came in the 8th, a double off the left center field wall. Pirates want to turn 2 here. Bibby rocks and fires. And that ball goes out to Moreno in center field. We have a 54%, the Arizona has a 54% chance of Grace making it. We're going to say yes. So now it's up to Chris, and what comes up, the 79 Pirates throw to third, out chance, 46% chance of an out. Grace is 3 out of 10 runner, Omar Moreno 6 out of 10 arm. Throw. Here's the throw by Moreno to third. And they get him! Inning over! What a throw by Omar Moreno, gunning down the runner at third. Matlock applies the tag. Inning over, we go to the bottom of the 9th. 9-3 Diamondbacks. Great call by Chris from Strat, Delaware. So Kim will face Foley, Ott, and the pitcher Bibby. Foley 1 for 3. Reached on an error in the second, singled in the fourth, and grounded out in the sixth. I'm assuming Foley will swing away here. Bum Young Kim gets the sign from Miller. Miller sets the target. Oh, he wants Easler to pinch hit. Okay, we're gonna go to Mike Easler here. The hit dog, I believe, was his nickname. So Easler to pinch hit for Foley. Is that correct? You want Easler to pinch hit for Foley, not for Bibby when he comes up. The Hitman, thank you. Like Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Yes, okay. Again, this is League of Subs, and when there's the front of the channel in chat, he will call the game, so there's a slight delay with things, but it's fun. And Easler to come in to pinch hit. Here comes the Hitman, Mike Easler. Easler batted .278, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, only 54 at-bats. He's pretty much a pinch hitter. And he batted .255 off right-handed pitching. Kim nods his head. Here's the pitch to Easler. And he sends that a pop-up to shallow left center. Womack makes the catch from shortstop position for out number 1. And out comes to the plate. Ott's 0 for 3. Grounded out to the pitcher, struck out, and flied out to shallow left center. We await. Ott will bat. Chris says Ott will bat. Bum Young Kim with his submarine delivery. Here's the pitch to Ott, and Ott grounds the bell for out number 2. 2 outs, no one on. Bibby, the pitcher, comes to the plate. We've switched to the bench. Let's see if Eric's gonna let Bibby hit. Left on the bench, who hit righties. You got Tavares 296 and Alexander 400. Pinch hit Lacey. Okay, Lacey only bats 190 though off righties, but we shall respect the wishes of the owner, player, slash manager, slash GM. So Lee Lacey, who actually was a pretty good pinch hitter. Lee Lacey to pinch hit for Bibby. Oh, but Lacey's in. Lacey batted .247, 182 at-bats, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. Only 190 off right-handed pitching. Let's see if he can change that trend. The windup and the pitch by Kim. And Lacey strikes out. Ball game over. A tough game for the 79 Pirates. It's only game 1, though, of the season. Still more games to come. The 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks 9. The 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates 3. Bruce Keeson just got... he didn't have it today. He got shelled. We'll bring up the box score. Winning pitcher Kurt Schilling. He's 1-0. Keeson takes the loss and he got injured. He's 0 for 1. Player of the game, Sanders. So let's bring up the box score. Hopefully OBS does not freak out this time. There's the box score. Fit to screen. There we go. Thing of beauty. Let's go to pitching first. But before that, let me thank the people in the chat. I'd like to thank Chris from Stratomatic Delaware. Remember to check out Stratomatic Delaware's channel. Great stuff. I'd like to thank Ken Castro. Oh, Ken Castro is saying, can't wait to face the Diamondbacks. Hee hee hee. I'd like to say thank you to Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Check out Higher Ground Gaming. Great stuff there also. Make sure I didn't... Oh, Greg Gorecki stopped by earlier, my friend from the north in Canada. So thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me. Anyone who watched, thank you very much. And who watches at a later date, thank you for taking time out in your life to spend time with myself and the chat. Greatly appreciate it. Again, this was a League of Sub game. Might go a little longer. Actually, we played at a pretty good clip. Good night, Chris from Strat, Delaware. Thank you for jumping in. Ooh, he's going to roll another game tonight, so that another Mazeroski game will be up on his channel. I recommend checking out Game 1 on Strat, Delaware. Pitt 1960 Pirates versus an all-time Yankee team. Lots of fun. So again, this is a League of Sub game. Takes slightly longer, but it's a lot of fun. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Let's go to the pitching. Kurt Schilling gets the win. 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Gave up a home run to Stargell. Walked 0, struck out 8. Kim came in, pitched the last 2 innings. Didn't get a save because it wasn't a save opportunity. But, you know, I was managing for Elan, and I felt he wants the win. Gave up 1 hit, struck out 2. Bruce Keeson, bad game. 4 2/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned. 2 home runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and he was injured. Whitson came in for a third of an inning. He gave up a home run. Roberts came in, 2 innings, scoreless, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Romo came in, didn't pitch too well. 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walked 2, struck out 1. Bibby pitched the 9th, scoreless 9th, and he struck out 1. Go to the batting. Player of the game. Sanders, he went 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, a walk, and a home run. In total, the Diamondbacks had 3 home runs. Bell, Grace, and Sanders. Womack, 0 for 5, a run scored, an RBI, he struck out once. Bell, 3 for 5, 1 run, 1 RBI, 1 strikeout, a home run. Gonzalez, 2 for 4, a run and an RBI. Williams, 1 for 5, a run scored with a strikeout. Grace, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, 1 home run. He could have also been co-player of the game. Sanders, we already told you. Finley, 1 for 5 with a strikeout. Miller, 1 for 3 with a run scored, an RBI, a walk, and a double. Schilling, 0 for 1. And Kim pitched and knocking at bat. In total, the victorious 2001 Diamondbacks, 35 at-bats, 9 runs, 12 hits, 9 RBIs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 double, 3 home runs, 15 runners left on base. As a team, they batted .343. Tough to beat. Tough to win a game when you give up 3 home runs. For the Pirates, Omar Moreno, 2 for 4, a run scored with a strikeout. Madlock, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Parker, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Stargell, 1 for 4 with a run scored, 2 RBIs, 2 strikeouts, and a home run. Gardner, 2 for 4. He struck out twice. Robinson, 0 for 4. Foley, 1 for 3. Eastler, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Ott, the catcher, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Keeson, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Whitson pitched and not getting at bat. Milner, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Roberts pitched and not getting at bat. Seguin, pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Romo and Bibby just pitched and not getting at bat. Lee Lacy, the pinch hitter, struck out. For the 1979 losing team, Pittsburgh Pirates, 36 at-bats, 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 RBIs, no walks. They struck out 10 times. No doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and they left 11 runners on base. Team batting average, .222. Quick recap, and we shall call it a stream. Arizona scored first in the first inning. 3 runs on 3 hits. Mark Grace hit a 3-run homer, gave them a 3-0 lead. Pittsburgh came back in the third with 1 run on a hit and an error. Bill Madlock grounded, scoring the runner, made it 3-1 Diamondbacks. In the fourth, Arizona struck again, 1 run on 2 hits and an error. Damian Miller hit a sacrifice fly, made it 4-1. In the fifth, the Diamondbacks were back on the scoreboard, 3 runs on 2 hits and 1 walk. Jay Bell hit a solo home run, made it 5-1. Reggie Sanders hit a 2-run blast and made it 7-1. Pittsburgh scored 2 in the sixth, bottom of the sixth, on 2 hits and an error. Willie Starger's 2-run bomb made it 7-3. Pirates possibly making the game, pulled it within 4. But Arizona put it away in the 8th. 2 runs on 2 hits. Womack hit a grounder, scoring the runner, made it 8-3. Then Luis Gonzalez hit a pop-up in the shallow outfield that Tim Foley made an absolutely fabulous running catch with his back to the infield, but was not going to get Womack at the plate. Made it 9-3, and that's how the ball game ended. Jay Bell 3 for 5 with a home run. Mark Grace for the Diamondbacks also 2 for 3 with a home run, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, 2 walks. Reggie Sanders, player of the game for the Diamondbacks, 2 for 4, a home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Kurt Schilling gets the win. Kim came in to get the last 2, to pitch the last 2 innings. Didn't get the save, but he pitched very well. Bruce Keeson took the loss and was injured. Don't know how long he's going to be out for in this season. Once again, Elan from EO Sports League and his 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks defeat the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates, and that's Chris in Strat, Delaware. Check out both those channels. The links are provided below on this page, so check them out. They're great channels. So Arizona 9, the Pirates 3. This is Al Red Sox fan saying thank you very much for taking the time out, checking us out. We greatly appreciate it. Help grow the community. That would be myself, Tabletop Baseball, Baseball Demos, Greg J, Strat, Delaware, EO Sports League, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, that's Higher Ground Gaming. If you like TV shows, you got Phil the Issues Guy, Broke Black Man 94, Johnny Giantsbane, JD. Boxing, you want to go with What's Blazing in Sports with D-Tub. You got Retro Gaming Network with Ron Juckett. And Ron Juckett, his own channel. And also just go to Ron Juckett's channel because he writes, they have a website, they write for the Washington Nationals. And it's a great site, and they do podcasts on YouTube after the game. And I can't remember the channel, but just go to Ron Juckett, and you'll see the channel. I want to say it's the Dodcast or something like that. Great job they do with Ron Juckett and Ricky and the other fine young gentleman, who, again, I'm horrible with names. I apologize. So let's grow our channels together. Thank you very much to everyone who joined me. If you like, hit that like button, hit that share button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Not just to myself. Check out the other channels I have listed on my YouTube page. All fun channels. Check them all out. Good people. So thank you very much. Health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye, and God bless.